Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Anime Tokoyo. I am Yume, and I'm here to recommend you this Donghua or Chinese animation that I watched recently that I felt like it was pretty interesting. It's funny, we have some, romance. Mostly, I think it's comedy. Of course, there's a little bit political affairs happening. And the Donghua that I'm recommending is called No Doubt in Us, and the Chinese name is Liang. And it is adapted from a manhwa with the same name. And the author or the creators of the manhwa are 陆叶千鹤 and 有志杂志. Hopefully I pronounced those right. Sorry if I mispronounce it. And then what the story's about. I was going to read the summary of Billy, but I think it's better if I just explain it because the translation sounds a bit weird. Hopefully I won't be spoiling anything, but this was in the summary, or there's some notices too. But this show is about this king and queen who started out on bad terms with each other, but mainly due to misunderstanding. That's why communication is important in a relationship. And then they fell into this pond and they switched bodies. So now the king is the queen is the king. Now the king does really well, being the king or the queen and handling political affairs, inner court affairs, handling people. So he does well as the queen, and he can draw, paint, poetry, so he was just more shocked how much the queen has suddenly changed. And while being the queen, the king also get to experience all the hardship that comes with it. Like the queen has to do a lot of bullying that comes from the concubine and even from some mother, and the way they mistreat her and the amount of work that she has to do. So this really gives him a new perspective of how the queen has to be or what she does every day. As for the queen, who is not a king, well, she's not great at handling, political affairs, and she really hates reading all those political documents. So the king has to handle all those political documents and political affairs too. But the queen is a great martial artist. So when war came, she was great in fighting. She's a great strategist. Being king, she also get to learn what the king does every day. He actually spend hours just reading documents, listening to political arguments from both ministries. He has a lot of stuff going on too. So just be in each other's shoes will help them see new light in each other. And they also have to work together, switch back bodies, and communicate more, not because they're in each other's body. What should I do when I meet your parents? What should I do when I meet your parents? What should I say here and there? So more communication, relationship got better, they got closer. I am not sure I'm making the show sound super funny, but the show, it is super funny. Every episode, I get a good laugh out of it. And there is this character that I really like. His name is Jingming. He is the king's younger brother, and he is super cute. His actions, the way he talks, the way he interacts with everyone is just super adorable. You'll love him. And he has this relationship with the astrologer. Not sure how you interpret it, but it's very cute. You just gotta watch it. There's just a chibi version of the show, like a mini theater or a separate 2-minute clip, which I think you should totally watch it afterward. It's super extra cute of all the characters, and the show a lot of time will shrink them to chibi sizes, and then have these cute interactions. Also, something else about Jingming is that he's also very smart. Although he displays himself as someone that's very playful, he likes to play pranks, he tease others, he acts very cute. Once he gets serious, he really does show his brilliant side. There's just one case that he had to handle, and he did a good job. He was being playful handling the case, but as viewers, we can see, you know, what his purpose was, what he was doing, and he got the result that he needed. Which I think, you know, if he ever want to fight for the throne, he has a chance, but he doesn't, because, you know, he really does look up and admire his older brother, who is the king. And I don't want to spoil anymore, but he is definitely one of my favorite characters. Also, season 2 has been announced. Watching season 2's trailer, it looks much more serious than season 1. Looks like there might be a war happening or some kind of rebellion, and look like something may have happened to our king and queen. And hopefully no one dies, because I'm expecting a happy ending, you know, something jolly to happen for everyone. Our king will have a kid maybe in the future. So yeah, looking for a happy ending, hopefully. But season 1 wrap up, you could watch it currently for free on Bilibili's official YouTube channel. It's also on Bilibili's website. I have mentioned earlier, this is adapted from a manhwa, so the manhwa is completed. You could spoil yourself and read the whole thing. I don't think it's that long. Overall, the whole manhwa is 175 chapters. I know on Tapas it goes by a new title called The Emperor's New Body. It's also on web comics. It's going by the same name as the Donghua, or the Chinese animation, No Doubt in Us. I'm not sure is there any other official reading out. I'm pretty sure it is. It might go by a different name too. So yeah, you guys can finish it, spoil yourself if you want. If you, after the first season, feel like I must know the ending. I didn't know there was gonna be season 2. I thought season 1 was pretty good. The way it ended, I was thinking, you know, the king, queen, you know, everything that was happening is resolved. The ending did surprise me. I did felt like a bit, you know, the ending did surprise me with some parts of, you know, making me feel like on the edge, like will everything be okay? But you know, watching you'll see how it went. And I'm looking forward to season 2. Overall, I think it was a really good, you know, short series. If you have watched it, let me know what you think. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to telling you my next recommendation or the next Donghua or Chinese animation that I've been checking out. See you guys all next time. Bye!